President from New Jersey.
Move to strike the last word and speak in opposition to the bill.
Gentleman's recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I strongly oppose H.R. 4468, the Choice in Automobile Retail Sales Act of 2023. This bill is a direct attack on the current and expected future success of our domestic vehicle manufacturing industry. In addition to cutting industry stakeholders out of the rulemaking process by barring EPA from finalizing its light and medium-duty vehicle proposal for model years 2027 and later, this bill would put in place far-reaching and ill-defined requirements for any future vehicle emission standards. The way I read it, this bill would block EPA from ever regulating tailpipe emissions from the transportation sector. And it's disappointing that my Republican colleagues are reverting to their playbook of dismantling common sense protections, even when it's against the best interests of public health, the environment, and our economy. When announcing this markup, Chair Rogers said, and I quote, that America's global leadership and ability to win the future depends on our capacity to harness the technologies that will shape our nation and the world in the coming decades, and that we must make certain that America, not China, is capturing the innovations in these industries. And I agree with her statement, which is why I'm baffled that my majority colleagues included H.R. 4468 on today's agenda, because this bill would hurt our global leadership and our ability to harness new technologies and would only weaken our ability to compete with China. EVs are not science fiction. This innovative technology has been around for decades and is becoming a more popular vehicle choice for consumers around the country. We know that China currently controls a significant portion of EV market share and of the global EV supply chain. And that's why we must continue to leverage the power of the federal government to drive innovation, secure supply chains, and expand our domestic vehicle manufacturing industry. So H.R. 4468, in my opinion, is a step in the wrong direction. We must ensure the United States is the global leader on clean transportation and not cede that role to China, and that's why I'll be voting no on H.R. 4468 and urge my colleagues to do the same. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. The chair now recognizes the sponsor of the bill, Mr. Wahlberg, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to strike the last word and speak proudly in favor of my legislation, H.R. 4468.
Gentleman's recognized for 5 minutes.
H.R. 4468, the Choice in Automobile Retail Sales or CARS Act. Americans need reliable,